Birdman videos. My video today, I'm taking my Stratocaster, this beautiful Wormuth / Fender Strat. You can see it's a ash body, US blonde finish. It's a Wormuth pickguard. I have some vintage Fender pickups in there. This beautiful Palfaro fretboard on a beautiful neck, all natural. The guitar is great. The problem is that it's noisy. Now, it's not so much, it's not a grounding issue. The noise actually just comes from the room. Let me turn the amp on here. And turn this up. So, not a grounding issue. I touched the bridge and stuff. There's no change. Let's see if we get close to the amp here so you can hear it. And that's my noise with the Stratocaster. And you say, well, let's put it into our 4 position. Doesn't help because it's not a hum issue. It's just a noise. Now I'm wondering if this pickup is not reverse wound, because you would think positions 2 and 4 would be hum canceling, which usually takes care of the problem. But I'll look into that next video, or later today, or whenever. So, land of buzz here. Turn it up for you. Buzz. Alright. So the idea then is to take out those pickups and install these Fender N3s. And I have it already wired up with an S1 switch, which will give me 5 additional tones. So I get 10 different sounds out of this setup. And Fender N3s, that's Fender's current noiseless pickup design. Interested to see how they sound. Here's a close-up. Each pickup is actually different on these. I'll give you a little display here. This is the bridge. Where's my camera? There it is. Bridge / B. Let's get in there. That's the middle position. And this one is the neck. So yeah. Again, interested to see how these sound. I think each pickup has different Alnico magnets. I think one's a 2, one's a 5. It just depends upon the position. So very curious to hear how that sounds. Very interested to get rid of this sound, that buzzing sound. And I'll just play a little bit as a demo to kind of see how these pickups sound, and then I'll demo the other pickups when I have them installed. Let me just put the camera here near the speaker. This isn't gonna work, is it? Try that. There's a beautiful here. Look at the Birdman. Part of the Birdman. I'm spending way too much time positioning the bobblehead. Here, look at his backside. Alright, let's just play a little bit on my guitar. This is the neck. Oh, that's tune. Sorry. My editor's on vacation, otherwise I can get all this done in post. Oh, this is way out. So next position. Let's go to 4. Alright, middle. Alright, position 2. And finally, position 1, bridge. There you go. And I like the sound of these pickups. I do not like all that noise. All that noise. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Alright. Silly video, I'm sorry. But there we go. Focus, focus, focus. Look at that beautiful guitar. Oh. Gold hardware. But this is just, I mean, you can't have a guitar that just makes that sound constantly. It's distracting, if nothing else. So, we'll put these N3s in. Focus on those N3s. There we go. Put those pickups in there. And stay tuned for part 2. Okay. You just saw me play this thing, and now it's halfway torn apart. I got very lazy, because that's what I do. And I just unwound the strings from the tuners. And they're sitting here waiting to go back on. Makes it tougher. When you're lazy, it makes it tougher. If you want to do this the right way, you take one of these things, you snip all these strings off, and you spend the $5 and you put new strings on. But since these strings were pretty new as it was, I thought it was a waste. Alright, so I got everything loosened up. I'm going to transfer these pickups and controls over to probably the gold anodized pickguard. And maybe it goes on a different Strat, which will then be noisy. Don't know. We'll see. But there's my my workbench here, as you see. It's a nice plush carpet workbench. Makes it nice and comfortable. Let's take a peek under the dresser here. Did I take all the screws out? I think I did. Oh, let's see here. It's underneath the neck. These 22 fret necks. Of course, these are due if you have 2 hands to use, but sometimes you gotta take the neck off to just get to the pickguard. Oh, I was hoping to not take the neck off this guitar. Alright, you know what? Neck's coming off. I'm lazy, but not that lazy. Alright. Break. Okay, this is how a 5-minute job turns into a much longer project. Alright, but while we have neck off, again, this is a Fender Japan body, ash, finished in US blonde. And here's my Wormouth neck. 6105 frets. 1.6, it's all backwards. But basically a wider nut spacing on there. This is, I think it's pronounced Goncalo Alves. Probably butchering that one. But that's the neck. Look at that beautiful neck. The grain on that neck. And this is the Warmoth Pro with the side adjustment and the Pau Ferro fretboard. Warmoth just does a great job on these necks. I love them. And you can see, it's been on the guitar a while, you can see how the neck actually has gotten a little bit darker from where it was in the neck pocket. So, interesting. Alright, but what we really want to know is what is under this pickguard. Here we go. It's vintage routed. And, of course, the output jack is still connected, as is the ground strap. So I just need 2 hands. I need a camera holder. So time to fire up that bad boy, kick out some wires, and keep moving. All right, next break. Okay, I lied. Everything's still connected. I did pull everything off the pickguard. Look at this. Okay, this is a Warmoth pickguard. They put some nice little shielding on there with electronics. I don't think they sell this anymore. It's a really cool pattern. It's not a torch shell. It's just this cool, I don't know, wavy brown. Not sure what they call it, but it's cool. I got a few of these when they were selling them. That's going back on the guitar. Toss that there. These are the pickups that were in there. Now I think, and I have a terrible memory, these might be late 60s Fender pickups. And they sounded good. They are the gray bass pickups. They sounded good. They were just noisy. Again, if they're early enough, then that would explain why the middle position might not be reverse wound. Not sure when Fender switched to a reverse wound, reverse polarity on the middle pickup. So, vintage is not always the best though, because again, they're noisy and I wanted a quiet guitar. As you see, I still have my work cut out for me here. These pickups will be used again in something else that I don't mind being noisy. Alright, now time to fire up that guy. Unsolder a couple wires here and put the new stuff in. Okay, next break. Alright, and just a brief cut here. Be smart, people. Don't do this kind of setup at home. Don't be lazy. Don't just say, oh, I'm gonna just fire up this soldering iron on my carpet and just work all on the floor here, and because I'm lazy, I don't want to just do it now and not set up a workbench to do all this on. This is a fire hazard. All right, the pickguard's metal, but don't do this at home. Really, don't be stupid. Unless you're shooting a YouTube video. If you shoot a YouTube video, you can be stupid because then you'll probably get a lot of comments and views and whatnot. Say, hey, look at this idiot. But if you don't want to be that idiot, then just do this the right way. Okay, jump cut to when this is all mostly done. Alrighty. Not quite done yet. It's getting there. Trust me, it doesn't look like it, but it's getting there. Alright. So these N3 pickups are stacked single coils to reduce hum, and it should be noted that a standard single coil is that big and a stacked one is that big. So these stacked pickups, even though they look the same on the top, are much deeper. This Strat has vintage routing and is not really set up for stacked humbuckers. As you see, it's sticking up a bit as the wire goes under it. I'm going to wire it up anyways and go from there. The fun of working on stuff yourself and discovering new things. So there you go. Stacked humbucker, obviously, is deeper than a regular single. Let's see if I can get this thing to fit. Okay, jump cut. Okay, that was easy, right? Quick jump cut. Ignore the fact that the sun is setting. Alright, so good news, bad news. Good news. Pickups are wired up and installed in the pickguard. It's all kind of back together. Of course, the neck has to go back on, the strings have to go back on, but that's really the easy part. The bad news, this guitar is not going to stay together much longer. Because, let's see if we can get in here. You see how that pickguard is thinking it's on an arch top? Yeah. As I suspected, the wiring did not fit under the pickguard. I worked on it for the longest time and tried to shove them in there every which way. But there's just no space for these large pickups and those big wires, unfortunately. So I either need to route out this body, which is tempting, but I'm not sure I will do that. It's tempting. Or I need to give Wormuth a call and buy a brand new body. But that wasn't the point, because this is a nice lightweight ash body with this beautiful US blonde finish that I loved. And the whole point was to put this together like this. So yeah, this thing might be going under the knife and getting some of that wood cut out from there to make this whole job easier. Alright, let's jump cut to where I have the neck on and the strings on, and I'm actually playing this thing. Okay. Alright, last jump cut. Look, strings. Yay. Okay. Fender N3 pickups. The S1 switch. And it's all working. Now, that being said, there's still a slight bit of noise. Funny enough, I think I might have a bad solder back here. That looks kind of messy. I think once I clean that up, that'll get rid of any remaining noise. But it is, you can't tell in the video, but it's much quieter than it was before. And now I have some cool pickups to play with. And at some point, I will get rid of that nasty, I mean, I'm making more of it than it is, but you can see that's supposed to be flat there, not curved. So it's curved on that. It's flat on that side. It's curved on this side. So I don't like it. I'll see. I'll see. At some point, I'll probably route the body out to fix that. All right. So you probably want to hear these pickups. Let's do a quick test. Put the camera back where it was before from the last test. Come on, stay. It's been one of those days, people. My gosh. One of those days. Okay. Quick test here. Neck pickup. Start right there. Neck pickup's much more fuller. It's much more alive than the other pickup was. Sounds good. Here's the 4 position. Sounds good in the 4 position. Here's the middle. Sounds good there. Position 2. And the bridge. So there you go. Everything works. It is much more quiet than it was before, but it has just a small bit of hum to it. Again, I'll fix that. And here's the S switch. While I'm here, position 1. Position 2. Number 3. Very much humbucking sounds right there. Position 4. Very full. And then position 5. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like this, but it does that. There, it's just an out-of-phase sound, and I guess if you're going to have a 10th sound in your Stratocaster, might as well have one that's out of phase. You almost don't need a wah. Switch off. That's just the neck pickup there. Here's with the phase switch thing. Alright, so. Let's see what an overdrive does. I know, a very exciting picture while I was playing guitar of my wall and the Birdman bobblehead, pedal board, amp, third guitar right there, guitar. Alright, very long video, broken up, but very long video. Thanks for staying with me, if you did. And, hey, while you're here, subscribe, leave a comment, like the video, don't like the video, and watch some other videos. Okay.